Art's always been an important thing for me. I grew up as an artist. I wanted to always be a fine artist. I didn't succeed at doing that. I got into music instead, and now film. I've always been a fan of art. A lot of my friends are artists. A lot of my friends are actually in this show. And a lot of the influence I get for film and for music comes from a lot of these artists that we have. Here we are at Known Gallery. This is Beast Astray, art inspired by the movie Mall.
Sun, it won't shine, it won't light up the back of my mind. And these fires, they won't burn, but to blacken the memories I've earned.
The art show is basically interpretations of different artists on what they think and feel about the movie Mall. For me, it's exciting to just let people just openly express how they feel about the film.
So the show's at Known Gallery here on Fairfax. Fairfax is an epicenter right now of streetwear, art, music, so it gives a great home for this group show.
Casey at Known Gallery picked some artists, also with James Jean helped curate some of the art. With the three of us, we were able to put a pretty eclectic and wide spectrum of artists that are, in my opinion, really important.
Joe and I ran into each other and he asked me if I would do a piece for the show, and I said yes automatically. I watched the movie. It's just full of so much content. It's seriously, I had like 10, 20 sketches of like all these different things I wanted to do.
The artists are from all over the place. A lot of them are from around the country. We got a bunch of artists from Japan. A lot of them are local artists.
Basically, this piece is just like screenshots from the film. For example, like the opening scene where like dude like blows up his trailer like with a cigarette. I thought that was pretty intense, you know? Same thing when the kid's looking at himself and his eyes go black. And I just took images from the film that I thought were really strong, and they look like paintings themselves.
The reason I chose this shot is because in the movie, the killer had like an AK-47 going ballistic, you know, rolling through the mall. I thought, you know, this shot is perfect because it kind of reminded me of that guy.
I actually worked with Joe on all the music videos, album covers, all kinds of fun stuff that I've been able to have the opportunity to work with Joe on over the past couple of years. This time we worked on his film together. He was nice enough to ask me to do a piece for this really cool art show that's kind of celebrating the release of his new film, Mall. The piece itself, digital, actually took a projection scan of lead character Cameron's face, and, well, I blew it off. So the whole piece is kind of centering around the hyperviolence, which is obviously a central plot point.
This is a graphite drawing that's really about the main character's hallucinogenic journey and sort of the descent into the Hess wolf of the steppes, the duality of like your infatuation and then the monster that needs to possess.
I wanted to do something that focused around Jeff, our main character. The important thing was to show his character arc and how he transcends outside of his own self to realize the world that's around him, kind of have his face kind of going in different ways, but also has the primal nature of what's going on represented by the wolf, which you see in the film a lot.
Group shows like this are amazing because you get an eclectic of so many different styles, from paintings to sculptures, photography. The end result should be pretty amazing.
The way I approach the film, I approach it as an art piece as well as traditional way of telling a story, but I really want to have an opportunity to show the experimentality and the interpretation of what this film means to different people in different ways. And I thought it was important to see that through the perspective of people outside of myself.
I'm super stoked to be participating. Big fan of a lot of the guys involved, friends with many of them.
To be having a piece here at Known Gallery with legitimate artists, it's an incredible, incredible compliment, and you know, I feel really fortunate to have had the opportunity to be part of Beast Astray.
We'll be here holding it down, representing Known Gallery, my man Joe Hahn, and that's family right there.